Okay, so I had a comment about the last video, and that was this exchange ratio, 1 iron to 2 pigs to 10 wheat, that allowed the society to reproduce itself. It seemed a little bit arbitrary, like these numbers had just appeared and it wasn't clear where from. That's just because I was using an algebra calculator, so it did all the sums for me. But then, so in this video I'm just gonna add an extra video to show how you end up at these totals. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this line. I don't need it because I know that already that iron is 1. We chose it as a standard commodity, so it's always going to be 1. Then I'm going to take this line and we'll work through the algebra. So there's 120 wheat plus 3 plus 30 pigs equals 60 pigs. So the first thing we can do, we can take 30 pigs off both sides. So 120 wheat plus 3 equals 30 pigs. Then I'm going to take 3 off both sides because we're trying to end up with 1 wheat at the end. So 120 wheat equals 30 pigs minus 3. And then we're just going to divide both sides by 120. So then we end up with our 1 wheat here. So let me just get the calculator up. 30 divided by 120 is 0.25. 0.25 pigs minus 3 divided by 120, 0.025. Okay, so we'll keep this total here, and then we're going to move to this line. So 240 wheat plus 12 plus 18p equals 450 wheat. So the first thing we can do, we can delete 240 wheats, minus them from both sides. Then we're going to have 12 plus 18p equals 210 wheat. Now we know that this wheat here, we know wheat is 0.25p minus 0.025 because we just found that out. So we can just insert that here. So it's now going to be 210 times 0.25p minus 0.025. So if we now multiply that out, 210 times 0.25, that's 52.5 pigs, minus 0.025 times 210 equals 5.25. So then after this we can do two things. We can add on 5.25 to this side, so 17.25, and we can minus 18p off both sides. So 52.5 minus 18, 34.5. So now we've got the total, 17.25 is equal to 34.5 pigs. So now if we just divide both sides by 34.5, we're going to end up with our amount for 1 pig. 17.25 divided by 34.5 equals 0.5. So here we now have the total p equals 0.5 that we had up there. And then the last step, okay, we know again wheat is equal to 0.25p minus 0.025. So again we can just multiply this out. So wheat is 0.25 times 0.5 because we know each pig is 0.5. And then minus 0.025. So 0.25 times 0.5, that's 0.125. And then finally we get our wheat total, which is 0.1. So 0.1, wheat is 0.1, and we knew all along that iron is 1. So then you've got your exchange ratios. 0.5 pigs is 1/2, 0.1 wheat is 1/10, so we've got 1 to 2 to 10. So yeah, that's how you do the algebra.